Hi, I'm Brianne Colombo. I'm the lucky, grateful owner of Gingerbread Bookshop on Main Street in Boonton, New Jersey. For about a decade now, I've been dreaming up a space in my mind that wasn't exactly something that I feel like existed anywhere else. I had this idea in my mind that I could take my experience in the public library world and bring it into a space that was not a government-owned entity. I was walking one day looking for a gift for my mother, and I walked into this lovely little antique shop. I stood at the door and I looked into this beautiful little nook and cranny store. And this space I had no idea was even for rent. I shared with the shop owner how much I loved her space, and she shared that she loved it too, but that she was moving out of the space. The shop had just been listed for rent the day before. So I went home with this dream that I had had for 10 years and just started a wonderful position in a public library that I was really enjoying. So for a month, I just sat on the idea of, will I do this or will I not? And finally, I just said, if I don't do this now, when am I going to do it? It was very important for me for the whole space to be secondhand. So not just the books that were for sale, but also every piece of furniture that was brought into the space. When I was a child, we sat at this little table, all four of us together, and that little table is in the back section of the children's area. The rug that's behind me was my grandmother's hallway runner. Her sewing machine is a little desk in the cookbook area. The chair in the back that I do story time on was my grandmother's that she rocked my father and my uncle on. And the blanket that sits over it was created by my great-grandmother. So it's very much a space that comes from ancestry and comes from this nostalgic place. In many ways, I wanted it to feel like my grandmother's living room. I decided to call the shop Gingerbread for a lot of reasons. Gingerbread themselves are this ancient bread. I talk a lot about my grandmother and the influence she had on me. Her people came out of the Black Forest in Germany, but she lived in a small, rural, farming peasant community. Around the holiday season, if they had a particularly good farming year, they would come together and they would make this ancient bread, gingerbread. And sorry, I'm joking because I love my grandma. Her family would make this gingerbread, which I would hear about every holiday season. But gingerbread is very much steeped in a lot of fairy tale and folklore as well. Obviously, when people hear the word gingerbread, we go to some cozy place in our mind. I don't have everything that's stocked at every big box bookstore. I very much have a collection that's been particularly curated by myself. Everything that finds its way into the shop, every book, every item on the shelf, has been particularly foraged by me. Quite literally looking anywhere and everywhere, whether that's from county to county in New Jersey or state to state, searching for things that I'd like to bring back. I've only got about 3,000 volumes, give or take, at one given time. So each week I need to bring in about 500 books. I always want it to feel new, but also very familiar. I know every book that I've selected to put it on the shelf, and I know every book that walks out the door. It allows the space to feel very much like this little collection of books I had on a bookshelf as a child. I had this little lending library, and this very much is a much bigger, more real version of what I used to do for play as a child. And at the end of each day, I'm always reflecting on what people decide to share, the stories I hear and the stories people find. When I decided I was going to open up a secondhand bookshop, I was overwhelmed by the amount of community support that I received as people wanting to just give me their collection of books they no longer needed, children who had outgrown their books that wanted to share them, and I very much wanted something I could give back. I make the gingerbread every single Friday. If you donate 5 books on a Friday, I trade you for a gingerbread cookie. And I hope it's something really sweet and something unexpected and something that you can't quite find anywhere else. I think that's what's so unique about small shops like mine is that you're walking into someone's little dream. Not every book that comes into the shop finds its way to the shelf. I'm grateful to partner with a lot of public libraries and also some other nonprofits that accept books. So I take all of the books that I've received throughout the week and I redistribute those books in order to help strengthen their collections. I just genuinely look around and can't always believe that this is something that is real. I'm so incredibly grateful to be the little shopkeeper of this tiny corner of the world.